Good morning. The book of the prophet Hosea, I would suggest, probably isn't one of those referenced a great deal in many Christians' Bible. He prophesied during a turbulent era of Israel's history, the period of the northern kingdom's decline and fall in the 8th century BC. Apostasy, the rejection of God by those who had been believers, was rampant. The kings and the priests had led the people away from God's law, instead worshipping other gods, especially Baal and Asherah. It was a sinful society: homicide, perjury, theft, and sexual sin. Hosea's message was to declare that unless the people repented of these sins, God would allow their nation to be destroyed, and the people taken into captivity by Assyria, the greatest nation of the time. A country in turmoil, God's laws being ignored, much sin that needed to be repented of. Does that sound familiar? Yet, amid all the doom and gloom, almost lost in the midst of the turmoil and maelstrom, we have this prophecy of an event around 800 years in the future. This chink of light, this hope. Out of Egypt, God's Son will be called, to be fulfilled in the Gospel of Matthew, after Joseph, Mary and Jesus had fled to Egypt to avoid King Herod's threat to kill Jesus. In my Bible, chapter 11 of Hosea is titled God's Love for Israel, that Jesus came as a sign of God's love for the world. People are more open to the message of God's love at this time of the year than any other. Despite the rampant commercialism that seeks to detract from its true meaning, Jesus does still get a look in, be it in school nativity plays or carol concerts or on Christmas cards. Who could we be the Hosea of hope to today and throughout this Advent period? Who could we tell of the hope that came into the world over 2,000 years ago? Whose life could God transform if we told them about the hope that they can find in Him? Amen.